Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Pocket. I didn't think I'd be making this video less than 2 months into this game's life cycle. I mean, a little bit more than 2 months if you count the pre-release in New Zealand. But we need to have a chat about this game because this game, to be quite frank with you, sucks unless you are a full-time content creator that is spending money on the game or making money on the game, and you are just being able to build every single deck that you want to build like right off the bat. Like, I'd love to show you guys like the regular non-executor EX. I don't have one yet. I haven't gotten one. And the pack points are ridiculous. 5 pack points per pack. You get 10 pack points a day. 15 if you're like me and a premium user. Dude, to get the 3 diamond rarities that we need takes like a week, bro, to get one of them. I had to spend money on Kangaskhan, or not money, I had to spend my pack points on a Kangaskhan because I wanted to run a Dragonite deck. Dragonite Weezing with 1 Kangaskhan just for like pressure. Spent the pack points, fine, got my card, whatever. Got into a match and I flipped, no kidding, 6 tails in a row with Kangaskhan. I did 3 attacks that did 0 damage in a row. I don't understand how this game can be so RNG based. I get that drawing cards is part of a card game, but can we dial it back on the coin flips? Like, and I know it's one of those things where people be like, oh, you have that selective memory. I understand that. I understand that I get pissed off, but I'm tired of watching my opponents flip 7 Misty Heads and I can't get a single one. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. I don't understand how free-to-play players are supposed to have any fun in this game unless they A, get extremely lucky, or B, don't run into Pikachu or Mewtwo. Like, if you're a free-to-play player like I am, you might as well not join a tournament. There's no point. I don't understand this idea. Like, how do you release a trading card game and for the first 3 months of the game you can't trade? That does not compute, bro. I know there's going to be restrictions on trading when it comes out, and I'm totally okay with that as long as people can get, like, the whole point of this game is, oh, there's like cards that are more rare. They're just alternate cooler arts for the people that want to collect. But it should be possible to trade with my friends. I've got 4 Mewtwo EXs. I don't, actually 5 if you count the immersive art one. I don't need 5 Mewtwo EXs. Hell, I'd be happy to trade one of those Mewtwo EXs for maybe a couple Gardevoirs because I can't get one. So I can't even run the Mewtwo deck. It's so dumb. And they did the same shit with Pokemon Go. They released the game, everyone got so excited for it, but they didn't release any content. How do you get players hooked on a game from the start? Give them content, brother. How do you release a trading card game based on a real trading card game, based on a video game about trading these monsters that you're fighting and not have trading in the game? It makes absolutely no sense, dog, like whatsoever. Like, none of it makes any sense. And now it's, the hourglasses are fine because you can spend them on whichever sets that you want, so like they're not universal. But you're telling me I can open up all these pack points or all these packs and get all these pack points, and then when the set leaves what if I don't need those pack points? What if I've completed the set? What if I don't want to use those, right? What if there's no cards left in the set that I want? Like, it's so stupid. There's ways to make people spend money while actually giving them, like, people are going to spend money on this game regardless. Why? A, because pack openings do really, really well here on YouTube. One of my highest viewed videos was my free-to-play pack opening where I just used my hourglasses and stuff that I saved up from the beginning of the game, right? But the people who want to collect and be nerds and show off their golden Pikachu or their immersive art Charizard, they're gonna spend money in the game regardless. Like, I highly doubt that there is a very big population of people that would stop spending money on the game if it just became easy to trade the 1 through 4 diamond rarity cards. Even if you could only trade like once a day, let me like have a confirmed way to get a card, because I can't run any decks. I can't run decks with Blastoise because I can't get a second Blastoise. I can't run Charizard decks because I literally do not have a single Charizard or Moltres. Like, brother, I get it. You want people to spend money. You're gonna get people to spend money because it's a trading card game with secret rares and alt arts and all this stuff. And we even know for the second set, they're adding a layer above the gold rarity, the rainbow rare or whatever. Brother, I don't care as long as I can play the game. Like, the opening packs is fun, and if you have the money to spend on the game and you're, or making a YouTube video on it and you're like, I want to do a pack opening, more power to you. But like, you can't expect people to spend time in your app just opening packs and then not giving them a deck to play. Right? And it's like, oh, but we just had an event where you could do the blank deck. Brother, the blank deck, like, it's a budget deck. It'll help you get through like the Venusaur event or like the other against AI opponents. But when you run up against somebody online who's just playing Mewtwo or playing Pikachu and they draw Pikachu EX in their opening hand with 2 Pokeballs, a Professor's Research, and another Pokemon, you can't even play the game. Like, it makes no sense, right? And I don't, why? What was the point? Why can't you just release content on the game? I don't get it. Like, we have nothing. Like, I've had multiple, I'll put a comment up on the screen that I got. Sorry, I don't remember your name off the top of my head, but I talked to you earlier this morning. I was interacting with you in the YouTube comments, and you were talking about how the game, it's kind of getting boring. It's kind of getting stale. Yeah, because they only released, like, the problem is that they only released 226 different cards plus, the supporters in this set. You can only build so many decks with that. Like, there are just going to be Pokemon that you cannot really use, right? And then there's gonna be Pokemon that are just stronger than others. But I think I don't know if like the actual Pokemon trading card game was like this. Like, at the start of a trading card game, it's not super popular enough probably, so you're kind of just getting into it. But they knew this game was going to be super popular. I'm sure it beat the numbers that they thought. Like, I know it was at 10 million downloads. I'm sure it like heavily surpassed that at this point. But like, you have so many people that downloaded this game that have already stopped playing it, just like Pokemon Go. And you're never going to have 100% retention. It's literally impossible. People just they get different focuses. Maybe they got busy. But you can't expect people to just want to open 2 packs a day, which, by the way, and I'm not saying they should guarantee good things in a pack, but I saw a comment on Reddit too saying that they should guarantee 3 diamond rarity in packs. I agree. I 100% agree. You should get at minimum 4 of the 1 diamond cards and 1 3 diamond card, just like you get in the store where you have like the 1 kind of rare card, because it's so frustrating when you're not spending money on packs and you go in to open your pack for the day and all you get is 1 diamond rare cards that you already have 18 of. Right? They're like, oh, open your 2 packs a day, get your pack points. Well, I don't need to open my 2 packs a day. I've got 200 and I'm like I think I'm slightly more than 20 cards away from completing the entire 226 cards. Obviously the alt arts are different, but as somebody wanting to actually just play the game and play decks, I don't care about the alt arts. I just want them to implement trading, and I know we're getting it, so I shouldn't be complaining, but it's literally like a month and a half away, right? And obviously I'll have some videos when the new set comes out. Hopefully we'll be able to build some cool decks, and I'm super excited because not only can we use the new set to build decks, it can interact with the old set in cool ways. And I'm so excited for this game to get 2 or 3 or 4 sets, but it's just like, they do this every time, especially with these. They're not even that much better about it with their actual Pokemon, the video games. Like you get those games, and then for, like about a year, you go through the basic whatever, you just play the game, beat the gyms, collect the Pokemon, and then they release DLC and add more stuff. And but then they charge you more money. Like, bro, give me the whole game. I want the whole game from the start. And I know this game is new. I'm not saying I need like 17 sets right now. But I genuinely don't get how they were like, oh, let's have a trading card game, but we're not going to implement trading until January. That is crazy. And then when they do it, they're still going to restrict it. Like, I'm just praying. I'm going to be honest with y'all. They need to absolutely nail trading. Absolutely. They have to hit it out of the park. Where, again, everything up to at least 4 diamond should be tradable, because the not alt art regular EXs are 4-star. Like, every original normal of the 226 cards is 4 diamond or below. That is what needs to be tradable. Now, I'd like it to be more than 1 a day, right? Maybe like some sort of like Wonder Pick type thing, where they give you like a certain amount of hourglasses, and maybe even like where the higher rarity you're trading, the more Wonder Pick time you're using, or little hourglass thingies. But they've got to nail trading, because if you are not spending money in this game, and I'm spending the $10 a month on the premium pass, it is incredibly difficult to get the decks that you want. The EX cards, by the way, if you want to craft an EX card out of the packs, 500 pack points. 500. You have to open 100 packs just to be able to get 1 EX card. So that's 50 days in game if you don't spend a penny. Almost 2 months to get 1 EX card that there is currently no other way to guarantee yourself of getting. And if you're like me and you need 2 Moltres and 2 Charizards for a Charizard deck, that is 2,000 pack points. That's why, if you guys have seen, I was opening Charizard packs, but then I just switched to go after the Mew, because it makes more sense. I'd rather have the secret rare like card that I can kind of like brag about before the set goes away, and I know the set probably isn't going away for like a couple years, and hopefully when trading comes out, I can just trade with some friends and get those cards that I need, because I want that secret rare Mew. But I just haven't opened the Charizard packs because I know that I need more out of the Pikachu packs right now to get my Mew, and because I know that there's just no point. I'm so far away from being able to build a Charizard deck, and it's like, I don't get it, right? You can't like say, oh, there should be an EX in every pack. I get that, but there absolutely has to be like trading in this game, which there will be, right? I feel like I'm beating a dead horse on that one, but please, I just need them to nail trading in this game. This game is, I've had multiple people in my comments just be like, yeah, the game's kind of boring to me, right? I think they don't necessarily need a ranked mode in game, because if you really want to be competitive in this game, there are so many tournaments around. Now, would it be cool to get a competitive mode in game and maybe in the future get like an actual world championship like Pokemon Go and Pokemon Unite got? Absolutely, 100%. That would be awesome. But at the very least, they need to implement something that gives you better rewards. Like the 5 in a row event is coming up soon, where you have to win 5 matches in a row. It's all great, but they still give you rewards for just winning battles, because they want you to play the game, quote unquote, want you to play the game. But the reward you get for winning 50 battles in that event. So if you have played through it, you don't get your 5 and you just keep playing, you keep winning. If you get to 50, which is the highest number, 50 wins, they give you 2,000 shine dust. Like, that's not insane to anybody else. You put in 50 wins, right? Which probably means you played way more than that, because you're not winning. Like, at best, you're winning 50% of the time, maybe like 75% of the time if you're just like a top player. but at most this game is like a coin flip. So you're putting in at least 100 battles, and they give you 2,000 shine dust, which, like, it's cool to flare out your cards, but the only cards people would ever really want to flare out are like rare ones, which you can't like get any. I have 3 full art Weezing, so I could flare one of those out, but it's also like I want to save it for trading in case somebody needs that card or wants that card. I don't even know, like I said, if the high rarity full arts are going to be tradable, but if they are, you know, I want to have those cards just in case. So I think they set up this game pretty poorly from the out, and it's just kind of successful because it's based on a trading card game and a company that is super popular and everybody loves. And like they nailed the game. Like the game looks beautiful, it runs beautiful for me, like the way the things move on screen. I know some people have complained like, when I'm battling, I don't want the animations to take so long. I agree, but it's a nice game. It's pretty. It feels like you're playing, like when you're moving the cards around, when you open the packs. It is such a well-designed and pretty game, but it's just lacking. It is just like Pokemon Go, and I'm just hoping that they add content and content quick. What are the events coming up now that we've passed? I haven't talked about the events. I'll probably do a video, but we have the 5-win event coming up in like less than a week. We have the new set, or the mini set, releasing on the 16th, and then sometime in December, I forget the date. I think it's before the mini set, but I could be wrong. There's another Wonder Pick event, which is Magnemite and Bulbasaur, and that event will be cool because it's Wonder Pick. But it's like, I don't want to spend my hourglasses or my Wonder Pick timers on a Magnemite that just looks different and only having like a 20% chance to get that Magnemite, right? Now, if it's the no cost thing again, like the Meowth and stuff, and you can just kind of, I'm totally down. Those are free Wonder Picks. They help you with your daily missions. I'm not going to complain. And I think it will be like that. It's just, there's an alt-art Bulbasaur and an alt-art Magnemite that have the little stamp on it, just like the Chansey Meowth Wonder event. So, I don't know. I'm really hoping, I'm going to try my absolute best to give you guys daily content until the game comes out. I'm just running out of, like, decks. I don't want to show you guys the same decks over and over again. I know we've run Melmetal quite a few times. We've run Alakazam. Those are, like, my 2 favorite decks in the game. We ran a Raichu at some point. I do want to try the Raichu deck again, because everyone says it's really good, but I don't know, man. Like, I just don't seem to flip well in this game, and that's super frustrating. I just wish there were less cards based on coin flips. Like the Jigglypuff that just puts your opponent to sleep, cool. And then they get to flip the coin to see if they wake up. But like all these attacks that are just like flip to do damage or flip to sleep or whatever, it's just so annoying. And also, on that point, they need to change the flipping mechanic in this game. Like, just auto flip for people, right? It's a random number generator anyway, whether I flip it with my finger or they just flip it in game. And I'm tired of waiting 30 seconds for somebody to flip a coin because they're trying to do some voodoo magic trick that they saw on like the dark corner of the internet to get heads every time, right? I just don't care. I want the game, like, it's meant to be like a fast-paced game, and it just seems like, I don't know, giving the other person like 90 seconds to take their turn, a minute and a half, that is insane, bro. You have at most 5 to 6 cards in your hand. What is happening? What? Right? And then most of the time, like, I see the streamers and the YouTubers, they're just like talking to their chat. I'm like, brother, play the game. Like, the other person's waiting on you, right? So I don't know, man. I don't love this game in its current state. It's exciting because it's new, and I'm having fun playing it, even though I'm frustrated. Like, I still find myself coming back to it. I hardly ever miss the opening the packs and stuff. But like, what are we supposed to do as, you know, free-to-play / only premium pass members when we can't get a card, right? I just want to show you guys decks. I have no interest in, right, the alt arts. Like, obviously when I open one in a pack, it's super cool because I'm not spending money on the game, right? It's awesome. But I just want to show you guys decks. I'll run a deck with 4 normal Mewtwo EXs. Like, I don't care, but I need the Gardevoirs. Like, there's no sense in running a Mewtwo deck without Gardevoir. So, I don't know. That's just my take on the current state of the game. I'm really, really hoping that they change it. I'm hoping that they nail trading. I'm hoping that this mini set. I don't think I've missed anything. I'm going to start looking around since we're getting really close to this mini set. But I don't think I've missed anything regarding leaks and like new cards. I haven't seen any of the new cards yet. So I'm going to keep an eye out for those. And hopefully I'll be able to update you guys on like what cards you might want to go for, what cards you might not want to go for. But no, I think overall, like, it's a fun game to play, but it needs to be streamlined. It's new, and it's getting a little stale already, and we're not even 2 months into the game. So, you know, at the Pokemon Company, at Dena, at whoever else has their hand in this game, please listen to us. Please be one of those companies that just listens to your fans. I understand you can't give us everything, but please nail trading in January. But with that being said, I'm the Red Raider Gator, and I will catch y'all in the next episode. Peace.